What's up, everyone? This is WiseGuyBets here, coming to you with some picks from today's DFS schedule. Today is 5/20/2021. We're going to look at the DraftKings main slate, 4 games on the slate. Let's get right into it. We're going to look at the pitcher position. At pitcher, we're going to look at Vince Vasquez. His projection for the night is 15.2. He has 37 strikeouts on the season. His last 3 games, he's pitched 6, 5, and 6 innings. And one of the reasons I'm looking at him, he's pretty hot right now. His last 3 games are 24, 19, 21. He's averaged 12 fantasy points through 8 games, but he's really put it on in his last 3. Against this team, Miami, numbers aren't that great, but we're going to take his hot streak here, and we're going to go with Mr. Vasquez at our pitcher position tonight. Let's look at the center catcher position. We're going to look at Danny Jansen for Toronto. His projection for the night is 6.3. He has 3 homers on the season. His last 3 are 12 and 0 from last night. And I like players coming off of 0. I think he'd have a bounce back game. The over-under in this game is 10. So hopefully he can get 3 to 4 at bats if he played a complete game. And another reason I like him, he's 2-3 against this pitcher, batting .667, 2 extra base hits against this pitcher. So Mr. Jansen is someone I want to look at get into my lineup tonight. And his salary is very good, $2,800. Let's look at the first base position. We're going to look at Max Muncy. Mr. Muncy's projection for the night is 11. 8 home runs on the season, batting .263. He's averaging 9 fantasy points over 41 games, and his last 3 is 2, 9, and 17. He's 2 for 6 against his pitcher, batting .333. 2 singles against his pitcher. He's in home, and I like the matchup for Mr. Muncy tonight. So we're going to try to get him in at first base or second base, whatever position he's slotted for tonight. Look at the second base position. Let's look at Mr. Kike Hernandez. He was also my pick from yesterday. Today's projection is 8.1. He has 5 home runs on the season. He had 24 fantasy points yesterday. And I like the over-under. I think he can get 5 at-bats like he did yesterday. The over-under was pretty high. And if he can get 5 at-bats, I expect him to get on base two or three times and score some runs. One of the main reasons I'm taking him is this over-under. And he's had moderate success against the pitcher. 3 singles, 1 home run, 4 for 17. With a .235 batting average, but he does have a home run against his pitcher. So Mr. Hernandez is someone I put in my lineup again today, and we're going to ride his hot streak out. Let's look at the third base position. Looking at Mr. Brian Anderson, his projection for the day is 7.1, 3 home runs on the season. Not a good batting average, .216, but over his last 3, he's been pretty warm, 12, 8, and 14. We're going to ride that out. Against this pitcher, he's 5 for 17, batting .294 with 2 home runs and 3 doubles. So every hit he has off this pitcher is an extra base hit. So Mr. Anderson is someone we need to look at getting into our lineup. He is on the road, but the matchup isn't that bad for him. So Brian Anderson is someone I want to get in my lineups at third base tonight. Let's look at the shortstop position. We're going to look at Miguel Rojas. His projection for the day is 8.4, 2 home runs on the season. He's batting .287. He gets about 3.7 at bats per game. So it means he's getting on, 4 times a game and sometimes 5. His last 3 is 0, 8, and 7. So he hasn't been that hot. He's only averaging 8 on the year. But he has a pretty favorable matchup against the pitcher. He's batting .412 against his pitcher, 7 for 17, 1 home run, 6 singles, with an over-under of 8.5. I think he gets on base, and I think he scores. He's 8.4 projection. I think he'll get double-digit fantasy points today. So Mr. Rojas is someone we want to get in our lineup at shortstop. Let's look at the outfield position. At the outfield position, we're looking at pretty obvious choice here, Mr. Betts. His projection for tonight is 12. He's batting .259 on the season. He has 5 home runs on the season. His last 3 is 4, 21, 7. He's 2 for 3 against this pitcher, batting .667 with 1 home run and 1 double. I mean, if you can get Mookie in your lineup, to me, you always take that chance to get Mookie in your lineup. Against Arizona, in his last 5, he has 5, 14, 4, 21, 7. He's not going to hurt you. He's only going to help you. He has one of the highest projections on the slate tonight at 12. Mr. Betts is someone I really want to get into my lineups tonight if I can. So those are our picks for today. The tool we use again is Draft Dashboard to give us some quick analysis on players so we can go do a deeper dive and to really refine our lineups. This tool really helps me get an early look at players, and it's been very profitable for me since I've been using it. So, hey, into the next picks. Peace.